affordable way. My name is Monique. Welcome back, y'all. So today's live is going to be, first we're going to do our Get Ready With Me segment, which is going to be a soft glam. Then we're going to go into our next segment, which is going to be a girl talk. And then we're going to go into our Reddit segment, which is going to be based on the topic that we're talking about today, which we're going to do our Get Ready With Me segment, which is going to be a soft glam. Then we're going to go into our... So that's what's going to go on today. That's what's going to go on today. But first, let's get our hair out of the way, y'all. My hair is really flaking up like crazy. And that is because it don't agree with this hairstyle in particular. Like, this hairstyle was just not for me, I ain't gonna lie, because I couldn't reach my scalp with sense. It wasn't for me. So we just can oil it. To oil my scalp, I'm using the African's Pride Black Castor Miracle Oil to oil my scalp. And we need some kind of hydration, y'all, because my hair is just not acting right. But my scalp, I would say. So I am tempted to probably take this style out on the weekend. I don't think I'll leave it in for work. And I'm going to take it out on the weekend. And then we're going to put in some curls. Probably Saturday or Friday. More than likely Friday. No, my hair should be curly. So, yeah. But I need some hydration. Need some hydration. So just going to hydrate our locks. And I'm really trying to get up in there. So we're gonna oil this up. Our locks need to be nicely hydrated. Hi to everybody that's in the live. If you're new here, be sure to like the live. I was telling them today, live stream is basically going to be a Get Ready With Me soft glam look first. Then after I Get Ready With Me, we're going into our girl talk segment on our outgrowing friendships. After that segment, then we're going to go into our Reddit segment. So be sure to like the live and stay tuned. First, we're just getting our hair together for our Get Ready With Me. It was so dry, and it's still so dry. Like, time for this to come out. It already had its time. It done did what it needed to do. Now, time for it to leave. Yeah, time for it to leave. But after we oil our scalp, everything is look completely better. So we're going to go in with our rosemary water now. This is a rosemary water that I make from scratch. I'm going to spray this all over our hair. Need some kind of hydration gel. How you doing? Be sure to like the live, guys. Going back in with that, just oiling the back of our hair. And let's do our edges. Let's do some of our edges. Okay, so for my edge control, I'm going in with the Magic Collection Edge Effect. And this is the edge control that we're going to use today. Okay. I'm good, Akeem. I'm very good today. Y'all, let's get into some music. Get into some music.
I'm so confused. Thought I had it right this time. Say he did too, but I guess not this time. I don't know what he wants from me. I offered him all of me. I don't know what he wants from me. He's loving me partially, and I just can't do this no more. I know I deserve it more. I can't do this no more. I don't know what he wants. Time can only tell how long I'm in the sun. My eyes can only tell when I'm taking sun. Like how good we might be together. Like how I could see it forever. But if you don't think so, then let me know. I'll go back to how I thought before. Leave me hanging any longer and I might go crazy. I don't know what he wants from me. I offered him all of me. I don't know what he wants from me. He's loving me partially, and I just can't do this no more. I know I deserve it more. I can't do this no more. I don't know what he wants. Now tell me, what's your purpose, boy? What do you need? 'Cause I can't love you any more than I love me.
Okay, y'all, so our edges are slick how I want it. Let's tie it down though so it could stay. Let me get a cap. So we're gonna start back tying down our edges just so it can stay in place, y'all. I put oil on my hair, so I wasn't sure it's gonna stay, so let's tie it down. Hi, Kavi. Hi, Carolyn. So we can tie that down and then let it sit for a minute. But that's just all we're doing with our hair today. So for my locks, I use Magic Effect Edge Control, African's Best, Black Castor Miracle Sealing Oil, and then we went in with my rosemary water. That's how I style my hair. Well, what I use for upkeep. And now we're gonna get into makeup. Today's makeup look today is going to be a soft glam. Very affordable. All of the products that I use, y'all can literally find in the drugstore. I always tell y'all I try to keep things very affordable. Okay, I feel like our hair, see? That's all I wanted it to be, like laid a little bit. You know, just laid a little bit. That's all. Put a little bun here. Whatever. Nice little bun and we good to go. So now for brows, we're going in with the, sorry, let me turn this down. For brows, we're going in with the e.l.f. brow lift. And we're going to stick our brows down with this. Be sure to like the live, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you're into girl talk content, beauty content, Locs content, you can subscribe. We go live every single day at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to use the shaper side now. And we're going to shape our brows. So we're just going to shape our brows. And that's all we're going to do for our brows today. And we're just going to let it dry. So I went in with brows with the e.l.f. brow lift. Now for primer. For primer today, we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Powergrip Primer. This is good for dry skin, but oily skin, it's it's not. I am somebody who has combination skin, so when I'm typically not going in like the heat, I use this primer. But it does have like a sticky texture to it. And you make sure rub that in your skin good. And always on your T-zone areas. Like my T-zone areas get extremely oily. So once again, the power primer that I use is the e.l.f. Powergrip Primer. Love this primer for when I'm not going in the heat. So we're just gonna let this dry down just a little bit before we get into our foundation. Now foundation today, I think I want to go in with my OG favorite. For that foundation, we're going in with the Maybelline foundation. I am in the color 335 in Maybelline. Love this foundation, y'all, and this only costs $4. I think $5. I think it gone up though. Not sure. See, you always press the primer to see if it's sticky enough. That's why it's good to let it sit so your makeup can layer very good. And now we're gonna go in with our Maybelline foundation. And we're just going to add this to our face. So I just drag it down to make sure that foundation is evenly distributed. I think Maybelline foundation will just always be a crowd favorite. And this is the foundation that I use. Look how beautiful does it look. This is an OG foundation, and I'm in the color 330. This is a matte plus poreless foundation. Goes good with literally any primer, any settings, powder. Like, it will always be an OG favorite Maybelline foundation, okay? So we're just going to tap this in to our skin now. It's amazing how our locks needed moisturizing. Yes, thank you. Makeup is like a form of therapy for me. So it's not that I need it. I just do it as a form of therapy. You know when you like doing something? So that's my purpose. Be sure to like the live, guys, and subscribe if you're into locks and beauty content. Also share the live. Give the live some shares. And we're just going to pat this in. For everybody who's joining, we're now using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This is how it looks on our skin. I am in the color 330. This is a matte plus poreless foundation. Normally it wears up to 12 hours. Like, if you know, you know. Super affordable, super cheap, under $10. If you want a good affordable foundation that will not stay you wrong, okay? I'm thinking about doing a body on a budget series next week. So each day we will have a body on a budget series coming. So make sure y'all subscribe on that. Okay. We are nicely blended, y'all. Look at that. Foundation Maybelline. Y'all see? Cute. So now we're gonna go in with contour. Lately I've been using another favorite, which is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer contour. For some reason, I don't know how this contour in particular get back in my hands, but I've been loving it. Like, I've been loving how it's coming out. I just been loving it. So we're just going in with this. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer contour. Just going to apply this into our skin. And I always contour like the natural hairline, the natural shadows of my face. So I'm just applying it all around my face, and then we're gonna blend it in to our liking. So yeah, this bronzer, and I just want y'all to see the definition before I blend it in, but this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Now we're gonna blend this bronzer into our skin, and I just want y'all to see how seamlessly this bronzer blends. Look, melts right into your skin. And this one is by e.l.f. Be sure to like the live, guys. Look how it's applying. Melts right into our skin by e.l.f. And I just go into like pattern motions, and then for the ring on my face, I normally just brush it up into the hairline. But look, y'all see that? Blends right into your skin. Don't you just love it? And this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Super affordable, y'all. Now we're gonna do this side. Look at that. Blends right in. Be sure to like the live, guys, if you're into Locs and beauty content. This is the next side. And this is in the color, this is in the color Sun Kissed, y'all. Perfect for the summer, how it's summer. Y'all see how that blend right in? And I'm glad I show y'all the before and I show y'all the after. All of the products that I use will be in the description box when this video upload, or you can check out all my other videos that has the products in it. But y'all know I tend to stay on the affordable route, because with the way things going, we gotta be affordable and we gotta look cute, okay? So yeah, e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, that's what we use. So now let's go into another favorite drugstore product I cannot live without. Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. They say this concealer is a dupe for the NARS, and I believe so. Like, this blends so well into the skin, y'all. I just want y'all to see how this blends, and I'm in the color, what shade am I? Almond Medium 2. But I want y'all to see how this blends. Let me see what my powder puff is. You know what? Let's use a brush. We can use a brush so y'all can see exactly how this is blending. Where's my mirror? Be sure to like the live, guys. So the concealer, like I said, that I'm using is the Neutrogena concealer. Let's blend this out. Let me just show y'all how this blends. Look at that. Melting into my skin. Look at it. Melting into my skin. Let me do the next side. I just want y'all to see how full coverage on my under eyes is going to be and how bright it's going to be. Blends out seamlessly. That's another red flag when it comes to this product. Very creamy. Look at that. Y'all see? Look at that. Look at the under eyes. Not a piece of cake, nothing. Like, this is creamy. It's so good. It's so affordable. Like, this is really a hidden gem in the beauty supply store. I don't know why I didn't find this sooner. Just gonna do the next side. Look at that. And I only did a little bit of tops, y'all. Be sure to like the live if you're into Locs and beauty content. But look at that, y'all. And this is the Neutrogena concealer. Once again, I am in the color Almond Medium. Look at that. Literally blends right into my skin, y'all. Let's get a nose. To our nose. Look at that. Y'all, I am obsessed with this concealer. I am obsessed with this concealer. Like, oh my god. So cute. Look how my forehead just blended right out. Creamy, radiant, blendable. What more do you need when it comes to the Neutrogena concealer? Nothing else. Affordable. Like I say, I am in the color Almond medium. Like, I am obsessed. You know, when you have a good blend. So let's go in with another OG product. Coty Airspun setting powder. Well, loose face powder. But that's what we're going to set with today. See, they say all affordable product. And we're still getting the soft glam that we want. And then we're going to do our nose, and then we're going to do our forehead. Be sure to subscribe, guys, if you're used to Locs or beauty content. Okay, y'all. But look at it. I step away from the light. Let me turn it down. See? Face is still beat. All the affordable products, y'all. Literally. So now we're going to go over our brows now. For brows, we're going in with the Morphee pencil to shade in our brows. And we're going in with the color Chocolate Mousse. And we're going to just get into our brows. Fill it in, I should say. Y'all see how good that e.l.f. brow lift dried down? So now my pencil is literally just gliding over my brows. My brows aren't moving. Morphee did its thing with this pencil, not even gonna lie. Look at it. And I have very thin brows, so I don't have to do much. Like, it is what you see, it is what you get, y'all. Look how good our brows look, y'all. The makeup is literally eating today. And we did it on live stream, so make sure y'all like the live. Now let's go in with concealer, the same concealer that we applied earlier, which is the Neutrogena concealer. And we're going to conceal underneath our brows. It's a good song. Good. Hide away. And then we're just gonna blend this out. Cute brows. So now we're gonna do the next side. Be sure to subscribe and like the live, guys. We go live every day at 7. We've been live literally for 47 days. Every single day. So y'all can check out my previous live as well. So cute. Now we're gonna blend like this. Cute. Y'all see that? And I like a natural look on my brows. So now we're gonna go back in and we're gonna tap this foundation. Well, not foundation. We're gonna tap this loose face setting powder into our face. And like I said, this is a real OG powder, y'all. The Coty Airspun setting powder. If you're new here, this is in the color. What color is this? I think this is a translucent, yeah. This powder literally been around from 1971, y'all. This is one of the first face powders. It still works good up to this day. Can't let go of it. Okay. Nicely blended. Like I say, setting powder, loose face setting powder that we use is that Coty Airspun setting powder. Our OG favorite. So now let's go over that cream contour that we applied earlier. Remember, I always tell y'all, anytime you put down a cream, go over it with a powder. Next affordable product up on the list. Let me get it. Next affordable product up on the list, which is also a OG, which is the Black Radiance Contour Palette. See all the products that I used today to get this soft glam? Super affordable. I'm just going to tap this in, lightly press this in, and this gives me more definition as well. Look at that. And we're going to go in with our forehead, not to do our forehead. Go in. Look at the baby in my eye. Go in here, and then we're gonna add a little bit of nose contour, just a little bit, because why not? Nicely blended, y'all. Next up, next product is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, y'all. Love this mascara. Now I bend the tip a little, so bear with it. But this literally makes me look like I have on lashes. Y'all, look at this side compared to the next side. Makes me look like I have on lashes, which I love. This is the reason why I stopped wearing lashes, because of this same mascara. Cute! And this is the Essence Lash Princess mascara that we use. So let's get into lips. For lips today, we're going in with a regular, I don't know what I did with my brown pencil, but anywho, we can go in with a regular black, and we're just gonna line our lip. Smush it in. Now we're gonna go in with our nude. This is by ColourPop. This is the Ultra Matte Lip, and this is in the color Reaper. The music stopped. And that is the lip combo that we're going with today. Let's get into our last product, and that's going to be setting spray. So setting spray that's on the agenda today is going to be the NYX Face Glue setting spray. And that is going to like bring everything together. NYX Face Glue setting spray literally holds your makeup in place, okay? So y'all, our soft glam, hold on, our thing still ain't dry yet. Our face ain't dry yet. It ain't dry. Didn't dry yet. So let's put up our brushes, and then we're gonna get into our next segment, which is going to be our girl talk segment. Very juicy, very juicy. I lied to me. Our girl talk segment is going to be on outgrowing friendships. Very deep topic that nobody ever wants to discuss, but in reality, everybody goes through it at some point in time. Like, it's okay. We go through it. We are humans, as females. We are allowed to feel. We go through things. Like, people want to tell us do not feel no way, but in reality, we go through things. So our girl talk today is going to be on friendships, outgrowing friendships. We're getting into our girl talk segment now. Like I say, everything for soft glam and everything that I use on my face will be linked down below in the description. But let's get into our outgrowing friendships girl talk segment. First, let's talk about 10 signs you have outgrown a friendship. If y'all are new to the live, be sure to like the live, and also drop in the comments, have you ever outgrown a friendship before? Drop it down in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, drop it down in the comments as well. If you're watching this on the live, drop it on the comments. If you're watching this on shorts, drop this in the comment. Have you ever outgrown a friendship before? I wanted to get into 10 signs that you are outgrowing a friendship. People don't want to talk about it for some reason, but sometimes you have to. The first sign that you outgrown a friendship is conversations start to feel forced, meaning you do not enjoy talking to them like how you used to. That's the first sign of an outgrown friendship. Like, nothing is corresponding, nothing we talk about is resonating, nothing is just, it's not storing. It's not storing in the mind. That is the first sign of a outgrown friendship. The second sign of a outgrown friendship is you're not excited to see them. These are things that you have to ask. Why am I not excited to see my friend? Why am I not excited to see my friend? These are things that you need to ask when you feel like when you want to know if you're growing a friendship. You feel drained when you see them, or you feel just different, like nothing is related, nothing is compatible. That's the second sign that you're growing a friendship, that you're not excited to see them. The third sign that you've outgrown this friendship is you've grown in different directions. This mean in values, this mean in goals, this mean in lifestyles. Like, it just don't align anymore. Anytime you see that you've grown in different directions, sometimes your friends can either thug it out and stick it with you, or they will get left behind. We got to get with the times. We have to get with the times. Like, everybody be scared to get with the times, but in this day and age, we have to get with the times. You've just grown in different directions. Everybody has different goals. Everybody has different lifestyles. Everybody has different values. That's a sign that you've outgrown a friendship. Different growth. Another sign that you've outgrown a friendship is they don't support your growth. And we've talked about this on our Girl Talk before. Anytime you feel like somebody does not support your growth, number one, that's jealousy. That can be dismissive, a dismissive human that can be uninterested in your wins. Anytime you see you have a friend and the friendship feels like it's not, you're not being supported, or you're not being welcome, or you're not being celebrated. But I feel like everybody should be celebrated no matter what the goal is, how big or so small. Your friends should know how important that is to you, and they should celebrate you no matter what. That's a sign that you've outgrown a friendship. They don't support your growth. Beware of those friends who do not support your growth. Okay, let's get into our next one. When it comes to how do you know if you're growing a friendship? The friendship feels one-sided. All of us been there before when the friendship feels one-sided. Like I know I have, and I'm sure you have been there where the friendship feels one-sided. Number one, you're always reaching out. Number two, you're always showing up and it's not being reciprocated. The friendship is getting outgrown. So that's a form of sign that your friendship is not being reciprocated. It feels one-sided. The next sign that you've outgrown a friendship is you cannot be your authentic self. Why aren't you able to be your authentic self? That's because number one, you're either getting judged or you're either getting criticized. And I feel like if you're getting judged and if you're getting criticized from this particular friend, everything you do, that may not be your friend. Realign your thoughts, come back again. So that can be a sign that you've outgrown your friendship. Be sure to like the live, guys, and subscribe if you're into Locs and beauty content. Another sign that you've outgrown your friendship is you feel anxious around them. Number one, you're either emotionally intense, you're either uneasy before or after seeing them. That is not a true friend, because if you're feeling anxious around your friend, why are you feeling anxious around your friend? That's what you have to ask yourself. Why do I feel anxious around my friend who's supposed to be my friend? That is sometimes that be the spirit, your spirit telling you, listen, you got to check yourself. You got to check your surroundings. You're emotionally tense. You should not be emotionally tense around your friendships. You just shouldn't. The next sign that you've outgrown a friendship is there are more negativity than positivity. And I always tell the girls on my live, always surround yourself with people who will value you, people who will see your goals, people who will support you no matter what. Always surround yourself with that. If you see you around more negativity than positivity, constant drama, constant gossip, constant complaints, reevaluate your circle, because your circle could be a part of why you're not growing into success. So that's a sign that you are outgrowing your friendship, when there's more negativity than positivity, constant drama, gossip, complaints. And we all know those friends who constantly in drama and constantly complain. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody like that. That's a sign that you've outgrown your friendship. Another sign that you've outgrown your friendship is they make you feel stuck. Like you feel like you can't grow around them. And if you see you around a group of people like where you can't grow around them, you need to reevaluate your friendship group, because why do you feel like you can't grow around them? Is it something with you? Is it something internally? It has to be something. So that's a sign that you've outgrown a friendship. Let's answer the question. How do you know when to leave a friendship or a family relationship? If there is constant arguments that comes up and you see that that is disrupting your peace, it's time to leave. If they're constantly negative, it's time to leave. If you can't be your full authentic self around them, it's time to leave. Friendships, family, at the end of the day, you have to put yourself first. If you do not put yourself first, you're only going to crash inside and you're not going to be able to function, and you need you to function. So it's okay to walk away from a situation or set boundaries. If you know, and I always tell people, before you end any relationship, there's always a talk that you can have. Like me personally, I'm a very blunt person. I'm very blunt. It's always a conversation to be held before you leave or walk away from a friendship or a family friendship. Like, have a conversation. If they don't respect the conversation, the same thing happens again and again, then you could just say your piece and walk away. Deuces. That's what I say. Say your piece, walk away. Deuces. Put yourself first at the end of the day. Let's get into another sign that you outgrown your friendship. You've lost trust and you've lost respect. Number one, they cross boundaries, what I just was talking about, and they don't own up to it. Nothing like an adult not owning up to their mistakes. I feel like as an adult, we are the young generation. We are the young generation. As an adult, it's so good to take accountability for your actions, and I feel like a lot of people have a hard time taking accountability for their actions. Like, if you know personally, and if you're on this live too, if you know personally that you've done somebody something wrong, it's nothing to reach out and say, hey, I'm sorry for my actions and I will do better. That takes nothing out of you, okay? If you know you started an argument for no reason, take accountability for your actions and be like, you know what? I was wrong. You was right. It's okay. That is growth. That is maturity. So that is our last sign when it comes to you outgrowing friendship. You've lost growth. You've lost trust. You've lost respect. They crossed boundaries. They didn't own up to it. Nobody likes that. So let's get into 10 tips when it comes to dealing and outgrowing friendships. The first tip, acknowledge your feelings. Do not feel guilty for changing and evolving. Everybody is required and everybody is allowed to change and evolve. No matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, you are allowed to change and you are allowed to evolve. Acknowledge your feelings because your feelings is important. The next tip when it comes to dealing and outgrowing friendships is journal your thoughts. I'm a heavily advocated girl for journaling. Plenty of people don't like to journal, but it's good. When I tell you it's so good for your mental health, like journaling just helps ease away the pain, especially if you're somebody who's always worried about somebody talking your business or not expressive. Get a book, journal all your thoughts, and you will feel so relieved when you finish journaling. Like, it's not even gonna lie. Let's get into our next tip when it comes to dealing with outgrowing friendships. Set clear boundaries. Pull back if the energy is not mutual. And I always stress it's like, it's okay to pull back. It's okay to focus on yourself. It's okay to walk away. And if you have a real friend, they will understand that, listen, right now I ain't up to par. I gotta pull back. I gotta set boundaries. You've been disrespecting me. I don't like it anymore. I gotta pull back. Be sure to like the live, guys. But pull back, okay? Set clear boundaries if the friendship is not serving you. And that's a way to deal with it. Another tip for dealing with friendships is have the conversation if needed. Be honest and be kind, because I know a lot of times our delivery, we cause us as human beings, cause a lot of our friendships to dwindle, and it's because of our delivery. Sometimes it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. And I'm a strong advocate for this because I am a blunt person, and oftentimes I could come off very harsh, but I might mean it in that way. But I had to learn that everybody is not going to be receptive to it. So it's not how you say it, it's what you say, you know? So yeah, that's another one. Have a conversation if needed. Be honest and just express how you feel. At the end of the day, the person is going to understand how you feel. Our next tip when it comes to dealing with friendships is do not go ghost without closure. Like, come on. If that was your friend before, why are you going ghost? Do not go ghost. Just gradually distance yourself after you had the talk. And if you feel like it no longer serves you, then okay, gradually distance yourself. Instead of just vanishing on somebody. Like, it's not good. It's not a healthy form of way. Like, it's not. So that's another thing. Don't go close without closure. Get closure, especially if it's a close friend or a relationship. The next tip when it comes to dealing with outgrowing friendships is focus on new aligned connection. Stop sticking in the past. Go out, venture out, meet new people. Always be open to meeting new people. Just because you meet somebody new doesn't mean you have to pour out your whole life story right then and there. Go get to know them. Network. Go on a few lunch dates. Talk about certain topics. See if y'all align. You know, it's okay to open a room for relationships that reflect who you are now. Don't be stuck in the past, because being in the past can definitely get you left behind. Nobody wants that, especially not in a friendship. The next tip for dealing with outgrowing friendships is do not take it personally, especially if you're the one that's being outgrown. Growth isn't always mutual. Sometimes you gotta meet people where they at. Sometimes you gotta move on. But growth is not always neutral, okay? And that's okay. The next step for if you're outgrowing a friendship is y'all gotta give yourself grace. Everybody needs grace when it comes to a friendship. It's okay to miss somebody and still move on. It's okay. Everybody needs grace. It's okay to just have those memories because number one, remember you was a friend before. It's okay. And our last tip when it comes to a growing friendship is learn from the experience. Let it shape you. Learn how to approach new friendships moving forward. Learn how to set boundaries. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to take accountability. Because oftentimes we are not always right. Oftentimes friendships get outgrown because of communication. This is why it's so good to have a good communication, y'all. Have a good communication because it's good. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. Have a good communication with your friends. That is the tip for dealing with friendships. Now let's get into our would you rather segment on outgrowing friendships. Y'all can chime in if you want, but I'll answer them anyway. Would you rather slowly distancing yourself or having one honest conversation and ending the friendship? Me personally, I would rather to have a honest conversation because at the end of the day, like I was telling y'all earlier, I want the person to know how I feel. I want to say what's on my mind. So I'm not the type to just distance myself. I'm not going to do that. We're going to have a conversation and how I feel after it, I'm going to move accordingly. What would y'all rather? Let me know. The next one. Would you rather outgrowing a 10-year friendship or would you rather stay in it if you feel stuck? Child, let me tell you, I rather outgrow that friendship than feeling stuck because at the end of the day, why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel stuck in this friendship? That means that friendship no longer serves me. So I'm sorry, but it's time for me to go. Would you rather being unfollowed or ghosted by a close friend? Unfollow me, darling. I'd rather you unfollow me because social media is not real life. But if you could just ghost me and we talk every day or every other day or every month and it's be normal and you just can ghost me when I'm messaging you, it's not okay to ghost people, y'all. It's not okay. I know some people use that as like as escape, but it's not okay to ghost people, y'all. Do not be ghosting y'all, ghosting y'all friends, okay? It's not. The next, would you rather? Would you rather grow apart due to success or grow apart due to personal beliefs? I'd rather grow apart due to personal beliefs than success because I feel like if you have a genuine friend, they're going to support you no matter what. No matter how successful you are, no matter how not successful you are, and the same vice versa. I'd rather go apart because of personal belief that we didn't agree on something. We just didn't align no more. We didn't, we weren't aligned instead of success. I feel like I want my friends to come with me if I'm successful. I want to cheer them on. I want to, if they're successful, so I want to share my success. So I don't want to grow apart because of success. I want to always make time because life is short. I want to always make time for people who especially was there for me and supporting me every step of the way. Y'all can also chime in if you're watching this in the replay. Would you rather, the next one, would you rather make a new friend who completely gets you or hold on to a friend that doesn't? Child, I'd rather make a new friend that completely gets me because you know why? I could be my natural self. Like, I don't want to be fake around nobody and I don't want nobody to be fake around me. So if you don't get me, then that means we don't need to have a friendship because we don't get each other. Like, we're not compatible. If you're not compatible with somebody, why are you their friend, So that's a would you rather. Another would you rather. Would you rather keep a toxic friend out of loyalty or would you rather walk away and risk being alone for a while? I am not keeping no toxic friend, because at the end of the day, it's 2025 and we are adults. It's no reason for us to be toxic in 2025. Y'all see, life is so completely short. It's no reason for that. So I'd rather walk away and be alone than have a toxic friend, mean you arguing every day about stuff like being in a relationship, we not getting along. Like, that friendship just no longer serves me, and I sure it will no longer serve her. So yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. The next one is, would you rather have one deeply aligned friend or 10 surface level ones? Give me one deeply aligned friend. I do not need 10 friends. That creates unnecessary drama for no reason, unnecessary problems for no reason. Sometimes a girl just need one friend, because girl time is important. Girl time is important. Like, we need to express how we feel. We need to be celebrated. Not all the time we need to be wrapped up in a relationship. Sometimes we need that girl time to just put on a mask or go sit on a walk, or just go talk about girl stuff. Girl stuff what a man cannot get. So one deep good friend is all you need. Akim says, sometimes if you try to leave, they will kill you if you leave the relationship. And that is so true. That is so true. That's why it's not good to have a lot of jealousy, friendship. These are signs that you have to look out for. Look at the girl who just died in Mexico. She went on a trip with her friends. Look at how many girls was dying who went on a trip with their friends. Like, sometimes the red flags is be there and we ignore the red flags. If you see you in a friendship and it has a lot of red flags, y'all, pay attention to the sign. Pay attention to the slick remarks. Pay attention to the people that left you out when it's a group thing. Pay attention to the people who doesn't call and check up on you but always gossiping about you. Pay attention to the people who always bring in drama to you. Pay attention to the people who does not support your dreams and your goal. All of these are red flags, y'all. Y'all have to be aware of these things. Pay attention to the people who are jealous. And jealousy comes in so much different ways and forms. And we often overlook it and just be like, oh, that's just how they are. But that is not how they are. That's jealousy. And oftentimes jealousy can definitely cause harm to somebody. So that is something y'all got to be aware of. I'm telling y'all, it's 2025. Be aware of the people around you. Be aware, okay? I want everybody to make it to the end of 2025, okay? And I want all of us to be successful. The next one, would you rather? Would you rather outgrow somebody you've known since childhood or a newer close friend? I'd rather this one is tough. I don't need new friends. My childhood friends know me from way back then, so up to this day, I have childhood friends, and we cool to this day. We're not even considered friends. We're considered sisters. We're considered cousins. That's how it be with my childhood friends. Like, it's no longer family, it's family. It's no longer friendship, it's family when it comes to my childhood friends. So I wouldn't outgrow. I'd rather outgrow somebody new or somebody I just met, because the hit will hit a little bit harder if I outgrow somebody I grew up with, somebody who knew me for me, like the real me before anything. So this is also why I always encourage people to work out your childhood friendships. And oftentimes people don't outgrow childhood friendships. Like, plenty people keep their childhood friendship because, number one, that's the person who knows the real you, and that's the person who's going to stick beside you no matter what. Like, everybody needs somebody that's going to stick beside them no matter what, so it's somebody newer I would have grown, not somebody I know since childhood. It's just not gonna happen. We're gonna have a talk and we can move on. The last would you rather is, would you rather rebuild a distance friendship or would you rather start fresh with somebody new? I feel like I'm not rebuilding no friendships. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not. If the friendship will grow, it will grow for a reason. Now, I would start fresh with somebody new, but it would take time, because obviously it was a reason why my previous friendship outgrown itself, or distant friendship. But new friends are always welcome. Like, I feel like in this day and age, like, everybody needs somebody. No matter what it is, everybody needs somebody. So y'all, that was the end of our girl talk when it comes to friendships. Now we're gonna get into our next segment, which is going to be Reddit, y'all. Reddit. So let me get into my save. Let's get into our save list, and then I don't know where. Hold on, let me see where I put it. Let's get into the things that we save, and then we can get, yeah. And our Reddit is going to be on friendships. Okay? So let's get into our reacting to our Reddits, y'all. So we're gonna turn on our light. Turn on our light. And we're gonna get into our Reddits, and we're gonna react to them together, like we was doing last night. Okay, I hope y'all can see, but this is how we can do it tonight. Oh y'all, let me turn it up. Can y'all see? Let me see. Yeah. Okay y'all, so have any of you outgrown friends? Let's get into it. Do you guys believe that you have outgrown friends, or simply grew apart? What is your stories? The first one, most of them quit drinking at 24 after years of party lifestyle made my circle a lot smaller. Yes, that is so definitely true when it comes to outgrown friendships, because oftentimes once you stop drinking, the goals stop not aligning for some reason. I don't know. But if you have a real friend, y'all can stick beside each other no matter what. So let's not do that. The next one is, let's get into the next one. Some people don't mature, and it isn't really the people you expect. I've got friends that's still stuck in the same hole they've been in since high school, and some cases college. Some people let their mental health issues that almost every adult deals with pile up on top of them so bad that they can't just get ahead. Some people get coddled by their parents and use it to their advantage, and others are stunted by it. Just learning for myself that you really can only control yourself. Not everyone deals with the same level of mental health issues. Not every circumstances are the same. ACEs are a greater predictor of poor mental health outcomes. Emotionally immature people produce emotionally immature people because they don't know any better. They lack self-awareness. Things pile up while confronting issues that are too painful. Flashbacks or discipline wasn't modeled. Being coddled isn't fantasized. Okay, so basically they're saying that a lot of people are being coddled still, and they've outgrown that. That's what I'm getting from it. So yeah, this person say, honey, I've outgrown friends who are older than me. Wow. This person said, this is me. I am 27, living with my father, working part-time. I got addicted to opioids basically because I never learned how to be an adult, because I have mental illness and couldn't handle rejections of the real world. Now I'm restarting life. Wow, that's crazy. They got addicted to a drug, and now they're basically outgrowing everybody. They got to restart life. Wow, this person says, I stopped partying hard around 30. Some friends have never grew over it, and it shows. They have a lot of drama in their lives. Whilst I don't like hanging out with anyone anymore, I do get together with them every so often, and it reminds me why I don't drink no more. To each his own though. Yes, a lot of people can outgrow friendships when they stop drinking because they no longer has nothing in common anymore. Yeah, a lot of people saying the same thing. Okay, this person says, I had a best friend through middle school. We were at each other's houses every weekend and many nights. We were so close. Eventually, he went to another school and he became obsessed with girls to the point where he wouldn't even hang out with me without being on his phone. The whole time texting multiple girls. But when I texted him, he said he'd never got it and eventually stopped texting him. 9 years ago, he moved across the country for a girl, and a few times we've spoken since then, but he doesn't really care to keep up the conversation, so I just let it die time and time. I hope we'd be friends throughout our lives, but that didn't happen. Obviously, we were at different places in our lives, but it would still be nice to talk to him regularly, even though it's just for memories we share. I wish him the best though. Yeah, that person outgrew that friendship because of it just wasn't serving them no more. That's what we was talking about earlier. It was not serving them anymore. So that is our Reddit segment for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. Today was such a good live. I really enjoyed it, and I will see y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. If you're new here and you're watching this on the replay, we go live every single day at 7 p.m. so you do not want to miss it. So always make sure your post notifications are turned on. Make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you're interacting and dropping comments, because I always see my lovely comments. And I will see y'all tomorrow. This is also going to be our new format of doing our lives. We're going to do makeup first, and we're going to get into girl talk, and then we're going to go slowly into our Reddit segments or our Q&A segments. So that is going to be our lives going forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this format. If you're watching this on the replay, more than likely chapters will be available. Thank you so much for this live, guys. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the reactions. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 7.